Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has described effective governance as necessity for the progress and prosperity of the country, Nigeria. Governor Ododo made the assertion while delivering a keynote address at the 34th Annual Conference of the Nigerian Political Science Association, NPSA, at the Federal University, Lokoja. The governor was represented by his deputy, Joel Oyibo, noted that collaboration among states as well as with the federal government is essential to address national issues more effectively. Our reporter, Faith Abdul-Ghaffar, has the detail.
The state governor Ododo, through his deputy, said that the theme of the conference, Governance Nation Building in Nigeria, Auction for Policy, was a very timely choice because, according to him, providing policy options for governance and nation building is the bedrock of the nation's democratic system. The Deputy Governor Joel Oyibo said that as a nation in search of ways to advance the well-being of the people, it is imperative for leaders across the nation to prioritize the welfare of the citizens above everything else.
As the theme for this 34th Annual Conference of Nigerian Political Science Association is Governance and Nation Building in Nigeria, Options for Policy, rightly suggests our nation stands at a pivotal moment where effective governance is not just a choice but a necessity for the progress and prosperity of the country. This is because providing policy options for governance and nation building is the bedrock of our democratic system, as it creates a platform for the fulfillment of the wishes and aspirations of the people.
The governor expressed appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his unwavering commitment to the growth of the country through novel policy initiatives and for making tough decisions that are gradually producing desired impact in various sectors of the economy. Joel challenged the participants and political scholars to make contributions, provide insights, and offer collaborative effort that will be essential for creating impactful outcomes from the conference.
As you have seen, despite the tireless and visionary disposition of the current leadership of the country, the nation still faces several challenges deeply rooted in poor decisions of the past, which leaves room for critical discourse on policy options. Therefore, while we profoundly appreciate our father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for making tough decisions that are gradually producing desired impact in various sectors of the economy, more vigorously synthesize options from scholars and relevant policymakers as expected from this gathering are still required to straighten the rough edges in our journey to national progress. While I urge all of you to ensure active engagement for the advancement of democratic governance and overall nation building, it is my sincere wish that this platform will yield fruitful discussions for forging lasting policy options for sustainable development.
The governor mentioned that since they came on board, his administration has been working hard to consolidate on the gains recorded by the immediate past administration to make meaningful impacts in the lives of the people. He stressed that the Kogi state government focuses on strengthening its security architecture, poverty reduction through improved agriculture, and provision of food palliatives, as well as improved on basic infrastructure in healthcare, education, enhancing the bonds of unity across the states, among others.
We recognize the importance of continuity and consistency in policy implementation. Therefore, we are committed to ensuring that our policies are effectively executed, monitored, and evaluated. We hold ourselves accountable to the people we serve and remain open to feedback and course corrections along the way. The future of our nation depends on the strength and effectiveness of our policies.
The governor affirmed that the future of the nation depends on the strength and effectiveness of the policies and urged everyone to continue to work together across political divides. The national president of the association and others took turn to explain the theme of the annual conference.
Despite the dire needs and deliberate scaremongering, the predictions of an imminent failure or collapse have proved to be hasty, exaggerated in some cases, and misplaced so far. This is mainly because of the gross underestimation of the many webs of interdependence, historical bonds of interconnections, and contemporary mixtures that are an important part of the dynamics of modern Nigeria. There is in this, in my view, a highly researchable subject which the NPSA might wish to pursue. That said, and in full acknowledgement of the existence of many underlying and embedded factors that serve as the enduring pillars for the continuing survival of Nigeria as a united country, the point cannot be denied that the nation-building project has been under a severe and worsening strain for some time now. This is another way of saying that the government and political actors cannot afford to be complacent or indifferent to the demands that have been accumulating for some time for a refounding of the basis for the unity and progress of our country. For in the end, as much as no Nigerian government will ever accept to preside over the dissolution of the country, the idea that the unity of the country is non-negotiable or its inherited frame of governance is not open to questioning will need to be jettisoned and thrown into the dustbin. For as history teaches us, empires, kingdoms, and republics come and go. Those political systems that endure and pass the test of time are those that are adept at recalibrating their governance arrangements to respond in a timely and comprehensive manner to changing times and needs.
Yes, when you look at the arena of Nigeria foreign policy, the impression you get is that there is a mixed result. You have good tidings somewhere, you have not too totally good news in some other area. As a student of Nigeria foreign policy, let me just say Nigeria can do better.
The conference was spiced by Federal University Lokoja singers. I am Faith Abdugafar reporting for MSC TV, Lokoja.